Within DOE, there are typical two types of levels are WBS. The levels of WBS that are developed to correspond to different needs, where within these activities are the stages of the WBS. There are two different levels of WBS system, which will be classified as project summary WBS, first one, and this WBS summarize an entire project and usually consists of three levels of project and work definitions, where three levels of work breakdown structure will be prepared and entire summary of project will be mentioned in such three steps only. One second. Hello, sir. Okay. Uh, the second component is this WBS may serve as starting point of contractor to develop their own contract specific WBS. It will be giving a separate line of point of action for the contractors because the whole project will be divided in only three components and three components can be given to separate contractors and contractors can prepare their sub WBS or their own WBS system so that they can work for particular activities. The project summary of WBS is responsible for integrated project team. A typical project summary of WBS is shown in the figure. If you see the figure, here integrated separate WBS system is shown for particular activities. Like the FRP project is there, one of the fuel processing plant is there, reproduction is there, the petrol production company is there, in which how the activities will be divided separately and how the summary of the work background structure is given. The main component are divided into three separate columns and each column is having main activities as well as sub activities. Sub activities are mentioned. The first activity, the initial active project will be named as 1 and sub activities will be 1.1 and 1.2 and 1.2 is again divided into 1.2, 1.1, 0.2, 0.3 again it goes. And if you are dividing 1.1 into two components, then again it will be having two separate columns. Or if it is of 1.1.1, in which again subdivisions are there being 1.1.1.1, again it goes on. Likewise, the divisions will be changed. That may be of fuel processing facilities, one component, fuel effluents will be another component for the treatment and disposals. What will be the production and it will be the disposal. Depends upon that, the components will be subdivided. Whereas, again, in one component like conceptual design is there. In that, again, it is subdivided into separate categories like conceptual design, criteria development, and conceptual design reviews. Likewise, it will be subdivided. Here, just an example of the fuel production process at the reproduction company, where how the components will be divided and summary of the project will be explained in one diagram only, which is having subdivisions for each and every component. Next is of work breakdown structure. Second component will be of contractor WBS. Previous one is summary of the WBS or single page the WBS. Next is of contractor WBS. This WBS is developed by the individual project coordinators or contractors based on the scope of the contract work only. The contractor is generally responsible for extending the project summary, WBS elements to create the contractor WBS as per his requirement. He can create his own WBS system and he will be responsible for completing the assigned activity for contractors. The contractor WBS should provide the basis for all management activities between the contractor and the DOE, and to ensure agreement on scope, schedule, cost, the service as the basis for contractor accountability and report. The contractor WBS is shown in the figure as like this. Yeah, same component is there previous to this diagram and this diagram. It is the same project is there. But here the fuel processing facility will be assigned to separate contractor. One part is assigned to separate component, separate contractor, and another part will be given to some other contractors. Here the FER project is divided into two categories, that is fuel production or processing activity, and another is treatment and disposal. Here fuel processing activities assigned to one contractor means he will be preparing his own activities for the completion of one project or the fuel processing facility only. He will be not looking for the disposal of the wastages or treatment of wastages. Again, he will be dividing as per his will and wish. He will be classifying all the requirement activities and sub activities of particular component. Here a diagrammatical sketch is given for you people how you need to classify the activities. Like fuel production is there, again in that the conceptual design is one, government approvals are the furnished equipment is one, construction activities will be one, and system development will be of one, startups will be of separate activity. Likewise, again in that subcategories are divided. This is an example which shows the how the contractors can again divide your complete structure into substructures. At the contractor WBS it is as per his requirement for execution of your work. He can divide complete assigned work into the substructures. Likewise, the activities will be divided and the work breakdown structure will be prepared. So just an elaborated slide is it is how the fuel production is again divided into subcategories as per the contractor design. Yeah, if you see the first one, in that again conceptual and critical criteria and conceptual design review will be there, and government furnished equipments will be there, and again construction preparation, building processes for services and equipments, quality assurance. Again, it is divided. Again, those activities are again subdivided, like building is there, building substructure, building superstructure, steel structure. Likewise, again it will be divided. Again, if you are taking for building substructure will be again excavation, leveling, reinforcement alignment, concrete pouring. Again, it can be subdivided. Concrete is taken mean again that can be divided into the material availability, concrete mix design, mixing, whether it is a manual mixing or RMC mix, and for that treatment that will be curing, or chemicals are added to the curing. Likewise, again subdivisions can be done as per the requirement of the activities. This is an example which will be showing you the details of how the contractor WBS is designed. And next, in addition to your previous assignment, you need to add on one more example for that, how you can prepare work breakdown structure for the G+2 building. Can you people do it now? What all the components will be involved, how you can design, and how you can subdivide all the activities involved in the G+2 building construction project. This is another example for you people to do. I'll discuss this example in detail, how activities will be divided for G+2 building, what all the activities involved, how we'll be dividing. Overall, in general, I'll be saying like for a building construction, minimum components will be of one is planning, another is design, next is approvals from administrative departments, and then construction activity. In construction activity, again, you can subdivide as the substructure, superstructure. Superstructure can be again divided up to plinth, up to the sill level, up to plinth level. The building can be subdivided. After this, again, the main category will be of the one more component that can be of finishing and then handing over the structure to the owners. Or at the initial stage, you can add the components like tendering. And after complete structure execution and all, valuation can be added. This all components can be minimum basic requirement for the execution of any buildings. Now, if I give like G+2 building construction to be done by you people, then everybody will be copying from each other. Some may copy directly as it is, they can change their name and they paste, or else ऊपर का जिधर नाम और रूल नंबर है उधर का निकाल के अपना नाम और रूल नंबर का स्टिकर चिपकाओ, फोटो खींचो, अपलोड करो, ये काम करेंगे। ये अवॉइड करने के लिए मैं एक सिंपल फंडा करता हूं, सबके लिए ग्राउंड तो कंपलसरी रहेगा। जिसका रूल नंबर 1 है वो G+1 का करेगा, जिसका रूल नंबर 2 है वो G+2 करेगा, जिसका रूल नंबर 3 है G+3 करेगा, एंड सो ऑन इट गोज। जिसका रूल नंबर 78 है और G+78 का करेगा। This is an exercise for you people to complete the work breakdown structure you need to prepare and you need to upload in the Google Classroom. This is with respect to your rule numbers only. You can't copy from others. If he is having rule number as 1, it is G+1. It is always not necessary to have hundreds activities for G+78 building. You can simplify it, and at least I need 50 activities in the breakdown structure. 50 activities in one. That may be of G+1 or that may be of G+78. How much more you add, that much is appreciated. Around 50 activities for any simple construction are required. That you can classify and you can make it. Like our main scope is construction of G+ roll number building. जिसका फ्लोर कम है वो सब डिविजन्स कम करो. Activities are like around 50 activities are easily identifiable. That you can add and that you can submit. Okay. For this, I don't think much time is required. You need a brainstorming session. Just for any afternoon sessions are free for you people. You can sit and write down around 50 activities first, and then as per breakdown structure, you need to write on the paper. Just like your previous breakdown structure, like this, you need to prepare the chart. Which activity comes under which activity? This is a brainstorming session for you people. Okay. In exams also, it may be asked like prepare a breakdown structure for construction of ground floor building, or G+1 building, G+2 building, or it may be asked for production of cement, or it may be asked for production of the aggregates. Likewise, questions may be there. The simplified parts of activities will be there. What you have studied in previous semesters, like the building material, you have studied like the production of the materials, how the productions are done. Those all works you need to club together and prepare the activities, and then you need to prepare the work breakdown structure. This is a revision of your all subjects as well as rest of the brainstorming activities. Being in the final year, you must know what all the activities will be involved in the construction activities. So this work you can do. Hope everybody will be knowing what all the activities will be there in the building construction. Like this, you need to prepare the chart. Title is this or this like structure you can prepare. Title will be scope is construction of G plus rule number building. Rule number मत लिखो, तुम्हारा जो number है वो लिखो building. Again, it will be divided into that may be only 2, that may be 3, that may be 5, that may be 6. As per your convenience, as per your will and wish, you subdivide it. All substructures, all workload breakdown structures will be acceptable because each and everybody's thinking and each and everybody's point of view or execution process will be different. Working culture will be different from one person to another person. So I need different answers from all of you. When I will complete? Yes.
हेलो सर,
Yes.
आर्क करना है या नोड डायग्राम में करना है?
धनंजय क्या हुआ?
सर आर्क डायग्राम बनाना है या नोड डायग्राम?
Just like this, how it is visible now. Flow chart. Screen is visible?
ओके सर.
Just you need to do like this. Okay? With the first assignment, you can upload this one also. I don't think more than 4-5 hours is required for this. If your brainstorming is done, you can complete it within half an hour also. Just 50 activities, not more than 50 activities. If you are writing, that's enough for me. If you are increasing more than 50 also, that is well and good. That is appreciated. Will you upload or not?
Yes, sir.
Next Friday will be last date. First assignment is separate and this one will be separate. Next is method of scheduling. The scheduling of project management is done on different analysis. The simpler and most common used methods for scheduling are these 3 types of activities. First one is bar chart or Gantt chart. We'll be preparing bar charts, or it generally called it as Gantt chart because of the scientists who have prepared the Gantt charts or the bar charts. Then is milestone chart, and third one is network analysis. Using these 3 methods, we'll be preparing the scheduling of projects. Till now, we have prepared the work breakdown structure and what is work you know. At this stage, you are knowing what is the work and all the sub activities. Now, all activities need to be bring in one line so that your project execution process will be defined. That is also important stage. Once you know each and everything, the data requirement, what all the material requirement and components requirement for the completion of your project, you need to bring all together and you need to complete the project stage by stage. And that can be done by using 3 methods. These are all scheduling methods. First one, we will be preparing the bar chart or Gantt chart, introduced by Henry Gantt in 1900 AD. Depends upon the scientist. The name is given as Gantt chart. 2 coordinates are prepared for this bar charts or Gantt charts. One is represents the job or activity and other represents the ड्यूरेशन, दैट इज टाइम। तुम लोगों ने जितना भी ग्राफ ड्रॉ किया आज तक, ग्राफ शीट पे या रेगुलर नोट्स पे या any papers, whatever graphs you have drawn, each and every graph is having two dimensions only, that is one vertical axis and horizontal axis. Now in the bar chart, we'll be having the duration, that is time, in the x-axis and activities in the y-axis. That may be n number of activities, that may be n number of days are required for completion of project. That will be mentioned in the x-axis and y-axis. Duration in x-axis and activities in the y-axis. Activities are nothing but components of the buildings which can be completed part-wise part. This is the Gantt chart, simplified version. कोई भी एक प्रोजेक्ट कंप्लीशन लेना है, उसमें एक्टिविटीज हैं, like leveling is one activity, surveying is one activity, then line layout is one activity, foundation is, excavation is one activity. Like these are all activities are there. I need to write all in vertical axis one by one and horizontal axis duration. First मेरे को एक दिन लगेगा लेवलिंग के लिए, सेकेंड एक दिन लगेगा सर्वे के लिए, थर्ड एक दिन लगेगा लाइन आउट के लिए, और नेक्स्ट 4 दिन लगेंगे एक्सकेवेशन के लिए. And next, the reinforcement alignment are base PCC laying, I need 7 days. Likewise, you need to add on the activities in the vertical axis as well as horizontal axis duration would be mentioned. That indicates how much of duration is required for your completion of all activities. That can be represented in the bar chart. That will be given in 2 coordinates, that is x-axis as well as y-axis. Each bar represents one specific job or activity. Like one activity is for surveying only, means that activity represents for 1 day I need surveying. That too this day. I am starting on 1st of February. The 1st of February I need for the leveling. 2nd of February I need for survey. 3rd of February I need for line out. 4th and 5th, 6th, 7th for 4 days I need for excavation. Likewise, up to 7th I can do only the excavation. Till construction is start. First 7 days goes in this type of work. Or initially first I need for administrative approval 15 days. Then I can go for the planning and all. So that will start. Depends upon activities scheduling, the bar chart will be prepared. The beginning and end of each bar represents the start time and end time of activities. That is time of start and time of finish. Bar chart start will be giving you the start time and end will be giving you the finish time of activity, and the length of bar represents the time duration required for completion of that activity. How much length is there, how many days it is covering, that represents how many days are required for execution of particular project or particular activity in the bar chart. How to prepare the Gantt chart? Steps involved for preparing the Gantt chart or bar chart. The following are the important steps are involved in the preparation of bar chart. First one is divide the project into many activities, which is done already in the WPS. Activities are divided. Then list out the activities. Find the relationship between the activities. Find the interrelationship among these activities. What activities you are noted down, those activity interrelation you should know. Then only you can identify which is a dependent activity and which is an independent activity, which you can prepare in the bar chart. Next is arrange the activities in symmetric ways, depends upon the dependency of activities. Prepare or arrange the activities in the symmetric manner or systematic manner. Calculate the quantity of work and time required. for completion of one activity, how much time is required and what is the quantity involved in completion of that work. That has to be noted down and calculate for each and every components of the work. And then the last step is to draw the bar chart or draw it according to the scale. This will be prepared in the graphs. You need a graph chart for preparing the bar charts. That will be use the exact component or exact details of the particular activity. This is prepared on the to the scale papers, that is graph charts. What is the advantage of graph chart? Why you need to prepare? A useful tool for displaying time-based information within the project. It can be displayed in the notice board or in the entrance of company or and the site. It is a useful tool. It gives a complete idea of the project, when which activity is going on in the project. That can be easily identified, depends upon duration and activity. In the previous presentations of your project, you might have prepared the schedule of your project also, where you prepared vertical axis was bars and horizontal axis was the durations. Some presentation I have seen that it was mentioned. Like the same, here also you need to give the schedule of works. Next, very simple to create. It is very simple for creating the bar chart. They provide a useful overview of project activities, gives a complete overview of activities involved, because each and every activity will be mentioned in the bar chart. A good starting point for project planning will be knowing which activity has to start on the first day and which activity should start in the middle and which activity should start at the end of the project. That when to start which activity is clearly mentioned in the bar chart. Therefore, it is easy to identify activities and start the work. The charts are widely used and understood for easy understanding purpose. This chart is in each and every organization it is used. It is widely, completely, the many organizations use for simple projects as well as for the complicated projects. Use a clear-cut idea of which activity has to be start, which activity should finish by the dates. That is giving a clear idea of activity. Therefore, it is a self-explanatory charts. Nobody is required to explain the bar chart. You see the bar charts, it is easy to understand which activity is going on and what all the activities involved in your projects. There exist several PC softwares packages that allows you to build the Gantt chart. Nowadays, many softwares are available for preparing the Gantt chart. Depends upon the complications involved in your projects. The many bar chart preparation are available nowadays, but simple and most used bar chart or Gantt chart preparation will be in the Excels. In the last subject, we have used Excel for calculation purposes, just for multiplication and this one. Now, the same Excel sheet tool you can use for preparing the Gantt chart also, because Excel sheet तुम लोग देखे होंगे, particular columns रहते, width of columns can be defined, height of columns can be defined. Those are all easily identifiable in the Excel sheets. So simple software tool you can use as Excel sheets for preparing the bar chart or Gantt charts. That will be simple, and many softwares are available nowadays, like MSP is available and MS Excel sheets are specially designed. Special sheets are there for the preparation of Gantt charts, and Other softwares are also available for preparation of Gantt charts, which can be purchased and used for execution of Gantt charts. Who are especially doing project on the construction management, those people will be using many softwares for preparing the Gantt charts. Next is limitations of the Gantt chart. There is advantage, there will be of disadvantage also, which leads for limitations of the project or activities. The Gantt chart does not explain the reasoning behind the chosen duration of each activity, because in graph or in the charts will be mentioning only the activity and duration required for that activity. Will be not mentioning what is the reason for preparing this activity plan for these many days. That will be mentioned in the separate book. That will be of specification, will be mentioned as per specification. It will be given in the separate books. But in the Gantt chart, it will be not mentioned with the reasons, because each and every activity we have to show on the chart only, and it takes time. If you are explaining everything in one chart only, then it takes more space, and the bar chart becomes too complicated. To make it simple, the explanation will be not added in the Gantt charts. That is a limitation. The Gantt chart is very difficult to update when changes to the project plan takes place. This makes it time consuming and results in the long term planning being very difficult. If some activity got delayed in between in the project, because of, you may say, like the lockdown happened in between, the 3-month extension has happened because of the unknown extension in the project, or anything may happen, some accident may happen, the project may get delayed in between, some activities will be delayed. Because of those delays, the Gantt chart preparation becomes difficult. Why? Because the Gantt chart will be prepared for complete project well in advance. If one day is extended in between, and complete project will be extended by one day, because the Gantt chart will be prepared on dependency of activities. So it is difficult to make the changes in the Gantt chart when delay happens in the project. And this limitation is given by Goldratt in the 1997, and previous limitation was given by Mahler in the 2001. And third limitation is Gantt chart encourages a one-stop approach to planning. This prevents a flexibility in the project planning. The project planning will be having only one direction. There is no flexibility given for different activities to be completed for the same time. It makes a any other, because each and everything will be mentioned in the project activities only. Okay, that will be mentioned in the limitation. Next, addition to that, the modern day Gantt charts using PC software can look very professional without actually having the meaning. The depends upon color combination and all. It may look very nice to the eyes, but it will be having some certain limitations with the whether the activity will be having meaning or not. That will be checked by the project managers, and that will be used. The pretending project teams from challenging their content. This can lead to difficulties later in the project also, where if the some risk is involved in the project or some damages happen in the project because of bar chart is scheduled for particular days and that activity has to run as per the schedule only. If something happens in between, that will be prevented or it will be hidden in the project only. If something is hidden in the project, or risk is hidden in the project, that may lead to the higher risk at the end of the project or as time goes on. That has to be resolved at that time only. If as per bar chart, if your project is going on, is not bothering about the small damage happened in the previous days, then it may lead to the difficulty in your project. Next is, as per the Gantt chart, are difficult to update manually because it will be used by the computer softwares, and the computer softwares will be used for preparing the Gantt charts, and those will be not allowing the manual changes in the software design. That will be not allow any individual persons involved in the project execution on the sites as well as in the offices, that nobody can change in between the project plan well in advance. That has to be added to the Gantt chart. Then only you can prepare the Gantt chart as per the schedule times. And the last one is, the chart do not consider the project cost or resources. The activities and the time duration is only mentioned in the Gantt chart. There is no other activities or the resources are mentioned in the Gantt charts. Whether you need to use the extra financial aspects or the activities, that will be not mentioned in the Gantt chart. The Gantt chart will be mentioning the only the cost as well as the activity as well as the time duration, not with the resources and the cost. So that is one of the limitations. Next is alternatives for the bar charts. That is, the PERT is there, the project review technique, and GERT is there, the evaluation and review technique is there, work breakdown structure is there, critical path method is there, resource leveling is there, and many other resources are available for preparing the bar charts. These are alternatives for preparing the Gantt charts. As per your syllabus, we are having the bar chart as well as the other alternative methods to prepare the schedule of activities, which will be dealing as the days will be there. And next, we'll be having the introduction to our networks and how we need to prepare the networks and how we can prepare the networks with rules and regulations. That will be dealing in the next class. And before that, we'll be dealing with some of the bar charts also in the next class, and how to prepare the bar chart. I'll be explaining you in the Excel sheet so that it will be easy for you people to prepare your assignments or the bar charts for any other activities involved in your projects also. Okay. This is it for my end for the day. Tomorrow we'll be continuing the class.